even though aid workers were able to, get a bit of an evacuation going in Homs, the government is not letting up in its bombardment of the city. It's now in the 4th week. And CNN's Michael Holmes brings us up to date now on what's happening on the ground. He is in neighboring Lebanon.
After delicate negotiations, the International Committee for the Red Cross and the Syrian Red Crescent moved into the besieged Homs neighbourhood of Bab Amr on Friday. Their aim to evacuate not just 2 wounded journalists, but in the words of a spokesman, all persons in need of help without exception. The ICRC say 7 civilians were taken out to a hospital in Homs, but away from Bab Amr. That was the one and only rescue mission before it got dark. The ICRC says more wounded will come out on Saturday. Now, the uncertain factor is the fate of 2 wounded journalists, Frenchwoman Edith Bouvier and British photographer Paul Conroy. Activists tell CNN they want more civilians to be taken out before the Western journalists, and they claim the journalists agree with that. Now, there's no way to independently confirm that claim, and in fact, Syrian state media reported the opposition refused to hand the journalists over. The activists also say that the journalists are reluctant to go without an international official, perhaps an ambassador, to escort them out. 2 other journalists are unhurt, and the bodies of 2 more who were killed in the same shelling incident, Marie Colvin and Remy Ochlik, are still in Bab Amr as well. The activist tells CNN there was no ceasefire in Homs during this evacuation. Shells fell in a nearby area while the Red Crescent took the civilians to safety. Now, if these evacuations do resume Saturday, it could be a crack in the door that leads to more humanitarian help for the besieged people of Bab Amr, now 3 weeks into a nightmare of daily shelling by Syrian forces. Michael Holmes, CNN, Beirut.